Floor it!
It's not that hard to drive, actually. I feel like I'll get my permit when I'm 13.
What? Oh. We are starting a new project starting today. We got the Blazer done, and there's a bunch of problems I need to talk to you about. But we're gonna start a new project, and the first thing we need to do is go grab a trailer.
Oh, okay.
Our new project is just out of frame. I think it's a good deal. I think it's gonna be fun. We got some sweet things lined up with Dakota Lithium. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, we're getting a golf cart. We got the Dakota Lithium PS2400 right here. We got an air compressor because this thing has been sitting outside. We got some flat tires. We just pumped up the first one and it looks like it's gonna hold air. We're gonna see if we can get this thing up and going. Steven here has been kind enough to give us a really good deal on this thing. One more tire to air up. We're gonna get it on the trailer. Show them the trailer, babe. I think we got a heavy duty enough trailer. We can haul excavators or golf carts. And then we're gonna get this thing home, see if we can get it cleaned up, and see what we're working with.
I know, it's perfect. Whoa, not on camera.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty light.
We are back home. Just got to unload it off the trailer. This is a 2000 Yamaha G19 36 volt electric golf cart. Been sitting outside for a couple years. As you can see, the moss and stuff that is on it. I did want to stop at the truck wash and have them acid wash it. The compartment, the fiberglass, the top. I wanted to get all of that done, but it is Sunday and they're closed. Just got all this stuff. Still have a few more things to get off of there. Kind of assessing the whole situation. I think I'm gonna pressure wash it, simple green it myself, get it cleaned up, see how that does. But we have some big plans for it. We're gonna get a new battery system in it, get all of that figured out and tidied up. Once it's operable and we have a running golf cart again, at that point, I'm going to most likely tear it back down and then we're gonna make it look pretty. We're gonna paint, powder coat, new wheels, new tires. The kids wanna get the seats in the back. We have a bunch of stuff that we can do with this thing. Let's see where that takes us. We have the Blazer here. We're gonna put on the side of the house with an all-season weatherproof cover. I'm not excited about it, but I do want this space right here because that's where the golf cart's gonna go. So what I think I'm gonna do really quick is I think I'm gonna get the hose out. I think I'm going to try and tidy this thing up a little bit before I put it in the garage, move the Blazer, and then let the golf cart drip dry, and we will put it inside and see what we got. Got this thing washed, took a pressure washer, some
Is it
simple
pretty
green.
clean?
Kind of clean, decent.
Cleaner than it was before.
Ugh.
Okay.
We got a somewhat clean golf cart. We got the battery tray cleaned up. Now we're gonna have to go ahead, cut some of this stuff out and get it reconfigured for the Dakota Lithium battery that we have on the way. Replacing seats, adding seats, a wrap,
Adding seats back here.
a paint job, some wheels,
Lime green.
something.
Maybe.
Anyways, appreciate you. My cameraman's really short, so I have to keep crouching down to get to her level. But thank you guys. Tomorrow. Brand new day, and guess what decided to show up today? That's right, the Dakota Lithium battery showed up today. It was delivered by RL Carriers. They reached out to me like 2 days ago, and they're like, hey, we have a shipment for you. Is anybody gonna be home? And I was like, nope. So they sent me a form to sign to do a signature release so the guy could just drop the pallet here. Well, my daughter ended up being sick today with a fever, and we are home anyways. By the way, I have a clip of the driver dropping it off, and he took the time to go ahead and wrap the top of it, which I appreciated because we do live here in Oregon and it does rain often. So very cool that guy try and throw the clip in here. As you can see, we got the 48 volt, 105 amp hour. I believe this box is right at 100 pounds by itself. They also sent the charger and accessories, which this box looks just as big. So I have no idea what in the world could possibly be in there, but let's unbox this and see what we got. Appreciate that, sir. Whatever your name was. See if this thing is sharp enough to cut this band. Oh yeah. I'm really curious what's in this box. Oh, you know what? I think Brandon did say he was gonna send me some other batteries. I forgot about that. He said he was gonna send me a couple other batteries to mess around with. I have no idea what he sent me. So I'm guessing that the charger as well as whatever else is in this box. That's the charger. I have the camera sitting in like one of the most precarious positions ever, so I'm gonna be really careful. Brand new 12 volt 20 amp hour battery. I think I'm gonna do on the converter, because now that we are going away from the 6 individual batteries in here, there's gonna be one 48 volt battery. So I'm gonna need a step down converter. I'm gonna buy one that can do like 36, 48, 72 volts to kind of future-proof ourselves. But what I'm thinking is from that converter, have the converter go to a 12 volt battery, and then have the 12 volt battery go to an accessory switch, so that if we were to ever put lights or anything on here, it's not just running off a converter. There will be a backup battery as well, so maybe we can use one of these. That's a lot of stuff, Brandon. I appreciate it. All sorts of goodies. All right, the first look. How big is this thing? Oh. Oh. Oh my jeez. Oh, that's a big baby. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a big battery. Think that thing will fit down in there? We have everything out of the golf cart, and as you can see, we got some rust down in here from the lead acid batteries dripping over the years. I have some rust remover on the way. Gonna spray it and get that rust out of there, probably pressure wash that area again, and then reassess. We're gonna have to cut some stuff out or flatten some stuff, add some steel, do some welding, do some painting. But first, there's some brackets that are still in here that we need to cut and get out from the old battery tie downs. It's just gonna be easier to just cut that one out, cut this one out, finish getting that the rest of the way out. With that said, I reached out to PlumQuick Motors out of the Carolinas looking for a Navitas controller as well as their golf cart motor to put in this thing with the 48 volt battery. They said that the G19 Golf Cart specifically is kind of a pain in the butt to work on. So I really don't know what I'm getting myself into, but guess what? We're gonna figure it out. Let's get those cut out really quick, and then maybe we'll drop that battery down in there. We'll just hook up the cables and see what happens. Not recommended, but trial by error, scientific research. Let's see what happens. So I just had an aha moment before I threw these away. I was like, let me just check and see what the width of these are and see if they would maybe work for tying this thing down. And you know what? I think I can make it work. And even though I just cut those, I do still have some good ones right here. So maybe that will be how I tie the battery down. After I put it in a plate, maybe I put a ridge and drill some new holes and kind of make it look like it's factory. Doing something a little different here. Cleaning up the contact on these battery cables that were already in the cart because I'm gonna extend some wires. Okay, got some wires here extended. Do not try this at home, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the positive wire here. I'm gonna put a bolt through here, tape this up, and then we're gonna take these negatives, we're gonna combine these, and we're gonna extend this one, bolt, tape it up, and that will give me just a little bit more working room so that when I drop this battery down in here, I can reach the negative, reach the positive. This is a 36 volt controller. This is a 36 volt solenoid. That is a 36 volt motor. Now, when people do these lithium upgrades, they'll leave the motor in all the time 36 volt. And then when you spin a 36 volt motor on 48 volts, the motor's gonna spin faster, and that's how you gain top speed. The solenoid and the motor controller are not gonna be able to handle the stress of more voltage as well as the motor can. So that is why you upgrade the solenoid and the motor controller. But that stuff is gonna come out anyways, so we might as well put it in for scientific reasons and teachings, and we're gonna see what happens. Our wires are extended, bolt, and then Teflon taped up. Same thing over here. Got one coming from the controller and the charger. Bolt, extended, taped up. Got the ends shined up for good connection. This is just gonna make our wires a little bit longer so that we can throw the battery in really quick and test it. Let's move that out of the way. Let's move the positive out of the way as well. Ugh. Oh boy. The first look at the Dakota Lithium battery sitting in our golf cart. Let's hook up the ground wire first, then we'll touch the positive, and we'll see if anything happens. Moment of truth. We have this in tow. We're gonna touch this. Hopefully nothing happens. All right. That's good. Let's see what happens if we flip it to run. Not gonna lie, that made me a little nervous. But everything turned on. Why is it still beeping? Let's turn the key switch here off. Oh, it's in reverse. Okay, so the switch works. That's reverse, that's forward. Okay, we're gonna put this in tow. We're going to put a screw in. We got power. Solenoid is turning on like it's supposed to. We are in run. Reverse works. I have extended the grounds with a bolt and some tape. I have extended the positive with some bolt and some tape. The 48 volt battery is in here on all the 36 volt components, the motor, the controller, the solenoid, everything. Now this is not recommended, but I did want to do this because we are pulling those components out, so it doesn't really matter if anything happens to them. The battery is going to be fine. Right here we have the switch for forward and reverse. We have signal there. We need a new key. Those are cheap on Amazon. So we have a screwdriver. We are about to try it for the first time and see if we have movement. I'm a little nervous.
You look so big in that.
We have no movement. Okay, let's test this key. Oh, oh.
We got movement.
We got movement. Let's back this baby out. Oh. I need to put a tie down on the battery really quick. Okay. Gonna get a tie strap. We're gonna tie the battery down really quick and then we're gonna take it on its maiden voyage. Battery is strapped down. It's not going anywhere. Solid connection, solid connection. I do have a pair of wire cutters. If anything were to go haywire, just cut that. Don't expect anything to happen, but when you're doing things for scientific research, always have a fail-safe. So we'll have the wire cutters with us. Let's put the seat on and take it for a spin around the neighborhood. I washed this seat the other day and got the foam all soaked. So it's been hanging out out front, drip drying, getting all the water out of the foam. Solenoid works. Hear that click? Let's go give it a run. All right, that was pretty sweet. Taking a look under here, the battery did not move. The switch is not hot, the controller's not hot, none of the wires are warm. The motor's not warm. Everything is fine. The golf cart is running as of now, which is sweet. Now this is just the first step. I want to take this thing and do some crazy stuff with it. I want to get the Navitas 600 amp controller in it, which is going to help with the acceleration. I want to switch out the solenoid to a 48 volt solenoid, and then I need to take some measurements and see if I can fit a bigger motor. One of the things that PlumQuick was telling me about is the way that this rear suspension works. It has shocks in the back and there's not enough room in there to allow a bigger motor. So I'm gonna have to do some research and see if I can find a different motor that will fit, or if I might have to make some modifications to the shock. I have no problem taking that shock tab and moving it out so I can fit a big old fat motor in there. We need to do a top speed run on this thing with this 48 volt motor in it. It feels like it probably does somewhere around 15, 17 miles an hour, but I think that's gonna do it for this first installment video of the resurrection and the build series of this golf cart until I get some more contacts of what is next. Solenoid's on. We got a speedometer up here. All right, so I guess 13 is where we're gonna be starting at with this thing. Can't quite get 14. 13 it is. See you in the next video.
Okay.